In this video, I want to show you how deployment pipelines in Power BI work and where you can actually find them and set them up. Deployment pipelines are super handy because you can just really have your, for example, 3 environments like development, test, and production. And then you can deploy the reports in each environment to the next environment. And you also can compare if, for example, the report you have in your development environment is the same as the one in your acceptance environment. One important thing, you need a premium license to be able to use this, or premium Power BI license or premium capacity. So here we are in one of my workspaces, and I have different workspaces. I have like this development workspace, my acceptance workspace where my end users can test things, and my production workspace where the reports are that all my end users are using. And if you wonder how can I set up a deployment pipeline if you have your premium license, you should have these 3 dots here. And if you click on it, you get the option deployment pipeline. It's this little rocket. If we click on this, we see our existing deployment pipelines. If you've never created one, there will be nothing. I already created one. I will first show you the one I've created, and then we will create one from scratch. If I click on the existing one, we see it has a name, and I have 3 workspaces linked to it: development, test, and live. And you also can see when I did the last deployment and if it was successful or not. If I click on, for example, development, I see all the content in this workspace here. And if I click now on test, I see all the items I have in that workspace, and we already see that here we compare to the source, and the source is development. And we can see that the semantic model is the same, but apparently someone made some changes in the development workspace in the report, and the report in the test and development workspace are different from each other. So they're different from source. So now if I want to deploy these changes that have been made in development to my test workspace, I can simply click on this item and then say deploy. And here I can also add a node. And these nodes, please, they're really, really handy. If you are doing this for yourself and you're the only user, the only end user, the only developer, and you remember everything, that's fine. But most of the time we work with other people together, and it's really nice to add some nodes like what you did. So we could say, for example, changes in report, and then write best case down what has been changed, and then we can deploy. Now this is deployed, and we see now everything in our test workspace is the same as the source. And now you maybe wonder, we just wrote down a node. Where can I find this? You have here this button, deployment history. It's also here at the top, deployment history, and you see all the deployments that have been made. I did one in test, production earlier, and test. You see what was deployed. If I click on this, you can see, for example, the report that was deployed. And here you see the node, or that there's a node. If you click on it, you see my nodes. So this way you have this really streamlined process. You can make nodes, you can compare to the source, and can make sure that everything is the right version, or the version you want it to be. So this is how it looks once it's created. I want to show you also, of course, how you could create this from scratch. So we are going to deployment pipelines again, the 3 dots, the deployment pipelines, and we say new pipeline. And here you can create a name like this. And once you do that, you already see that we have these 3 options here, and we get asked how we want to call them. So you can give them different names. I know some companies use acceptance instead of test, or they call their production the live environment. You could also add another stage if you have, for example, 4 stages. And once we say create and continue, we can assign workspaces. Important to know, you can only assign workspaces that have not been assigned to a different deployment pipeline before. I already have a deployment pipeline, so that's why I can't see my test, development, and production workspaces here anymore. But normally, if you don't have this pipeline yet, you can add it here and then save, and you're good to go. And then if you go back to your deployment pipelines, you will see them here. So these deployment pipelines are really simple to implement. You need to find the button. It can be a little bit tricky. I had to search a little bit before I found these 3 dots. And I think it's very, very handy that you can compare your, for example, semantic model or your reports, and you can see if they differ from the source or not. So, for example, if you do once in a month deployment and you see that there's a report where no one knows that changes have been made, but now we can see that in the source that it is different, that's a good moment to also have a look into that. And it's just this way people are not deploying everything by themselves, but you have the streamlined process where you can do it. I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know.